Greetings Tenno. Time for another top 5 list, but first, thank you Valbjorn for designing this fucking sexy skin. Please send nudes. Now then, let us step into the list of the 5 most powerful burst rifles in game. Coming in at number bonus round 6.
Jizo, you're starting off the list with a bonus round? Wow, that's awfully generous of you.
What I do here is none of your business. Fuck off.
6.
So number 6 is the Burstin Prime. Don't get me wrong, the Burstin Prime is not a terrible weapon. But in comparison to the other burst rifles, this one is pretty shitty. How shitty you ask? Well, to put things into perspective, if the Burstin Prime were a human being, it would be Danielle Bregoli.
Yep.
Or whatever the fuck her stupid name is. Anyways, do not allow this to deter you from trying it out. As a hit scan weapon, you should not have much trouble actually hitting your targets. But who are we kidding? Also, the Burstin Prime can be modified to fire extremely fast, which is nice thanks to its super low recoil and decent accuracy. Damage is spread almost evenly with the slight tendency towards slash damage, which means it can be made decent against all factions. However, the Burstin has virtually no critical potential at all. And it also consumes ammo like Snoop Dogg consumes weed. So a lot. Like, really, really much. So if your destination is endgame, this rifle will not take you there. Next up. The Harpak. Compared to the Burstin, this weapon is about twice as strong. However, still a piece of shit. The damage is focused on puncture and is therefore ideal for Grenier booty. The Harpak features decent critical chance and damage. With only 10% status chance, it is not exactly a status beast, but can still proc effectively. I guess, if reloading and not hitting your target is your thing, then this rifle is for you. Projectile travel time coupled with a moderate fire rate and a grotesque recoil, and ridiculous accuracy can make this weapon feel more annoying than anything. On the upside, you can pull single targets to you by using alt fire and then kill them with your melee. That is if you can aim. At max potential and no ribbon mods, the Harpak will kill level 150 units with around 12 to 15 bursts. Which is not too shabby at all. Now then, let's get to the truly juicy ones. The Dex Siberis. This burst rifle is gifted to all 10 around Warframe anniversary, which is usually in March. So if you do not have one yet, then to put it simply, there really is nothing wrong with this rifle since it is sexy in every department. If I'd have to choose a flaw, it would likely come down to the fairly tiny magazine. However, even that does not matter because the Siberis reloads quite swiftly. High accuracy, virtually no recoil, acceptable fire rate and 35% base crit chance that goes great with the 2x crit multiplier make for a true OP killer weapon. Disposing of heavy enemies of level 150 is a matter of 9 direct hits. So if your aim is worth anything, the Dex Siberis will take you to infinity and beyond. Alrighty then. Are you ready to break into the top 3? Let's do this. Siberis Prime. If the Dex Siberis was Coca-Cola, then the Siberis Prime must be Pepsi.
How about that?
These two weapons are so similar and yet so characteristically distinguished that it literally comes down to which suits the player's needs and style more. In terms of raw damage output, the Siberis Prime however takes the cake despite its slightly lower crit chance. This is due to the more than double status chance, which will cause critical procs a lot more frequently than the Dex version. This mechanic in itself produces its own set of issues, but that is not the subject here. The damage distribution is identical throughout all damage types on this rifle, so it is highly diverse. Neither of the Siberius rifles are a bad choice, but this one will kill more effectively, and therefore proudly stands on rank 3 of Warframe's most powerful burst rifles. Coming in at number the freaky infested sex toy, HEMA. My personal favorite. Beside the relatively low rate of fire, the HEMA has a lot of badassery going for it. Scoring headshots will replenish your life. Surely this must be news to you, since you have never ever scored a headshot in your lifetime. And that one time with the simulator does not count. So eat my shorts. With viral as its only damage type and a very high status chance, this thing can be modified to deal ridiculous damage. The very good accuracy totally makes up for its moderate fire rate and projectile travel time. Level 150 heavy units will kneel before you when you take them down with 8 or less shots. However, looking for crits on this weapon is a fool's errand. Considering this rifle has virtually no chance of boosting damage with criticals just makes the insane damage potentially even more impressive. If you are a perverted scumbag, this is the thing for you. Before I reveal the number 1 most powerful burst rifle in Warframe, take a second to use your sticky fingers and hit that like button and subscribe to this shitty channel for more bullshit every week.
Do it!
Sometimes more.
Just do it!
Now then, let's finish this. The Parasist. Despite having inferior bass damage compared to the HEMA, the Parasist has pure toxin damage and a minimum of critical potential, which will consequently dish out more damage than the HEMA. If you happen to have a Riven mod for it, consider your ass lucky since the Parasist has the maximum Riven disposition, which the HEMA does not. In terms of raw damage output, the two are not very far apart. However, the Parasist has a much faster rate of fire and is super accurate. In the end it comes down to personal preference. To me, the Parasist serves the purpose of being a deadly combat weapon better. In conclusion, currently there is no burst fire weapon in-game that could match this thing's excellence. Except the HEMA. Well then, this was my list of top 5 burst weapons. I hope you are entertained. Now fuck off.